Tell us something about yourself.
I'm actually biracial. My mom is an Ilongga and my dad is an Indian, if you can see through my features. However, I was raised in a broken family and I experienced a really poor life. And I was able to rise from our situation as well because of educating people, because of educating myself. And now I decided to give back to my community and I became a lecturer for physical therapy.
What is one beautiful word in your local language and what does it mean?
One beautiful word would probably guapa, which means beautiful. I feel like we have this statement in Iloilo, basta Ilongga guapa, which means every Ilongga is beautiful. And I'm very proud that with Miss Universe Philippines, I was able to bring that kind of aspect that every Filipino would know that statement, basta Ilongga guapa.
What is that one learning experience that you had as a child that made so much impact on you?
If there would be one thing that I learned through my mother, that would be always forgive people because there's no such thing as a perfect person. And when my dad left us, she never speak ill about him. That's why in every situation, even though other people would hurt me, I still choose to see the goodness in them.
What is the most important lesson that you learned?
You know what? Even though you're struggling, you can still become the symbol of hope. I myself, I had fears, uncertainty, but I still realized that I could still give back to Iloilo City. Out of my pocket, I decided to cook for the frontliners, and I know that's just a simple way, but that's my best way to help our modern heroes.
If you win the crown, how will you help your community? Well, you mentioned that, but are there other things that you plan to do when you win the crown?
Being a Miss Universe, you become influential. So I want to go back to my advocacy, which is Feed Me Any Radio program, which we help those children living near the dump site. If you have seen my Beyond the Coastline video, I want to go back there. And we need a lot of materials, learning materials. And I feel like being a Miss Universe, I will be able to pull donors into our project to make it foster even better.
What's the name of the program again?
Feed Me and I Read You program.
Now, so what do you think are the skills needed to this future workspace or future workplace of the future? Sorry.
As of the moment, I am working from home because we don't have classes, live classroom classes. That's why we decided to conduct our lectures online. I feel like nowadays we need to adopt to the situation. So we need to be versatile in what is happening around us. And online business or working from home is such a huge opportunity for us to spend more time with our family and as well trying to enjoy the life.
If you can name one spot, man-made or natural, in your in Iloilo City, what would it be?
I would definitely want to bring all of you to Haro Cathedral because you know what, in Iloilo, we don't have much of natural spots. But Haro Cathedral is like an establishment that witnessed the love and devotion that Ilonggos have towards God. And I feel like it's been there since the Spanish era. So with timeless memories and modernization, we were able to, arrive to be the Ilonggos that we are today.
There's a campaign that's hashtag Love Local. So if it were up to you, which local product do you want to promote and why?
You know what? It was also asked to me during Miss Iloilo, and I want to bring to the global community our very own hablon. That is our indigenous fabric. And I feel like, it enriches the culture of not just Iloilo, but of our country. Every time I wear hablon, I don't just wear Iloilo, but I wear Philippines.
Nice line. Last question. What is one thing young people like you should focus on?
You need to invest in yourself. As of the moment, there's a lot of distractions, there's a lot of bashers or backlash, but at the end of the day, when you practice self-love, you get to know the right weapon in order for you to win life. And I feel like right now, I am ripe enough to win the competition because I've done everything that I could to transform to become a phenomenal woman that I am.
If you could create a new paper currency with the image of any Filipino on it, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
If I were given the chance, I want to use the face of Miriam Defensor Santiago. For those who don't know, she was an Ilongga, but what I admired about her is that she used her knowledge, her voice to serve the country. And I want to be somebody like her, somebody who puts her heart, her passion into action. And after all, she is the best president that we never had.
This pandemic has made clear our priorities, essential or non-essential. Where do pageants stand in this time of crisis?
As a candidate, I know I'm not just the face of Iloilo City, but I am here carrying hope and as a symbol of light in the darkest times. And as of the moment, I want to help my community. I want to use my strength to make an impact. And that is the essence of beauty pageant. It gives us the power to make a difference.
How can you help promote Iloilo City to the global arena?
Yes, Sir Romel, you know what? I've been talking to Sir Albert Andrada because I'm planning that during my national competition, I want to wear dinagyang with me. I want to be a dinagyang warrior and to show everybody all over the universe the creativity and, you know, the passion of the artists here in our province, in our city. And that's a promise that I made when I won Miss Iloilo. And I used to say that I really want to pledge in bringing Iloilo to the global community.
Who do you find the strongest among your contenders by far?
Oh yeah, I've actually watched some of their clips and I can say that when it comes to communication skills, I love South Africa.
Okay, South Africa.
She's a woman of power and wisdom, and as of the moment, the Miss Universe organization is looking for that woman who can speak not just for herself, but for what is happening around her.
Yes.
And I can't wait to meet each and every one of the candidates. Actually, we already have a group in WhatsApp, so we are already communicating.
And in one sentence, can you tell us who Rabiya Mateo is?
I am Rabiya Mateo, and I am a phenomenal woman with a heartfelt beauty.
Cosmetic surgery is considered an elephant in the room in pageants. It happens, but if talked about, it is usually frowned upon. Should we be more open and accepting about this? What are your thoughts or opinion on this?
We live in a conservative country. That's why it's very hard to have a talk about cosmetic surgery because other people are still holding back from this topic. But I think that we need to be more open about this one because we shouldn't shame women for choosing what is best for their bodies. If you're a woman and you wake up in the morning and you look at the mirror and you say, I love myself, I won't change anything about myself, then that's okay. We're happy. We're celebrating the day. But do not shame a woman who feels insecure and would choose to do some cosmetic surgery just to improve her confidence. We need to be with her. We need to support her in choosing what is best for her body. And I hope that Filipinos would have more an open heart and an open mind in talking about this issue because this is really happening. This is the reality of life.
In Miss Universe 1998. A woman has just awakened after being asleep for 20 years. What do you tell her she missed?
Oh, I would say that she missed a lot of things, but I would like to focus on the aspect of technology. I would want to inform her that with one just click, you can connect yourself to the world. But it had its disadvantages. And one of them is that, yes, it connects you from different people, but it disconnects you from reality. And I want her to realize that things are so much different now because people are starting to be mean, to be entitled about their opinions online. And it divides us individually and as a nation. And I hope that this changes. And I hope that she also does her effort to be a good citizen, not just somebody who just speaks out of emotion.
What is the greatest contribution of the Philippines to the entire world?
I'd like to say that us Filipinos do produce the best of the best medical professionals to the rest of the world. It's because we are putting so much passion in the service that we are offering to other nations. And that is our advantage. We have the best nurses, the best doctors, because we put our hearts, our minds in educating ourselves. And we were able to use that to give back to our nation, to bring back all the knowledge, all the experiences, to further the knowledge and the advancement of education. And that is the best thing about Filipinos. We always give back to our country.
How will you introduce the Philippines to your fellow contestants in Miss Universe?
Uh, this is kind of hard because Philippines is such a beautiful country composed of different islands with different culture, different traditions, different values. But what makes us united is our heart to give back to our fellow Filipinos. We are united with the aspiration to be on top on the world map in every aspect. It may be in sports, beauty pageant, and other fields. Because Philippines has so much heart in giving. And I am blessed to be a citizen of this country because there's so much that I can offer to the rest of the
What qualities do you feel you have that will make you a great Miss Universe?
world. Whew. The best quality that I have that makes me somebody who can touch other people's heart is that I stand free of myself. I am an open book and I would always share the hardships, the experiences, the knowledge that I have in the past. And it's all about giving back and paying forward to your community. And I have the heart for that. The heart to leave the legacy of service, compassion, and excellence.
You only had 5 pesos of baon before, and you wore the same shoes during grade 4 to grade
Yes.
6. So let us imagine that there's a time machine and you could go back in time and talk to that little Rabiya. What will
Oh,
you tell her?
Oh, I don't want to be emotional about this one, but I would like to remind her that she should never feel inferior about her life status because it is just going to be a phase. All the hardships, all the struggles, all the challenges that she's going to go through is just a part of preparing her to a bigger battle. And she needs to do well in her studies because that is her ticket towards success. And she needs to respect her mama because she's the only parent that she has. She needs to be a good daughter and be a good ate to her brother, and the rest will be his. And I have this like idea that I want to tell my younger self. Never be insecure about your status in life because the greatest success stories in histories come from humble beginnings.